Good morning. My name is Avery, and welcome to Sunday Live Dharma. I'm happy to be a part of the Sunday practice gathering. If you haven't, please subscribe to our channel and click like to help increase our online presence. And please feel free to share your greetings in our live chat now or at the end of today's Dharma Talk. Today, Paige Doster-Grimes will give her talk about Mind the Gap, Realigning Our Habits. And now let's begin our practice with a 10-direction bow.
Ten-direction bowing. Please plant your feet firmly on the floor. You are the very center of the universe. Through 10-direction bowing, we honor all phenomenal and non-phenomenal realms which give us existence. We are first going to bow to heaven above and earth beneath, and then we will bow in all 8 cardinal directions by slowly turning. As you bow in gratitude, notice the rhythm of your breathing. Bow to heaven. I honor all beings in the sky. Bow to earth. I honor all beings on the earth. Bow to the northwest. I honor all beings to the northwest. Bow to the north. I honor all beings to the north. Bow to the northeast. I honor all beings to the northeast. Bow to the east. I honor all beings to the east. Bow to the southeast. I honor all beings to the southeast. Bow to the south. I honor all beings to the south. Bow to the southwest. I honor all beings to the southwest. Bow to the west. I honor all beings to the west. Bow to heaven. Bow to earth. Bow to the northwest. Bow to the north. Bow to the northeast. Bow to the east. Bow to the southeast. Bow to the south. Bow to the southwest. Bow to the west. Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Please take time to find your most comfortable position on the floor or in a chair. Now wiggle to release any tension in your body. Rock front to back or side to side like the pendulum of a grandfather clock until you find the point of perfect balance. Breathe in, grab all your tension. Breathe out. Release any mental or physical uneasiness. Relax your whole body. It is okay to slouch a little bit if that feels more natural. Just remember to let your mind's eye focus on belly breathing. Breathe and listen to your body. If your body agrees, gradually sit up tall, gently straighten your spine without losing focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. You may start to feel your lower back growing stronger and your chest and heart opening. Now open your eyes softly and look straight ahead with a level gaze. Without moving your head or eyes, let your eyelids relax and drift downward to their most comfortable place. While keeping your ears softly aligned with your shoulders, tuck your chin in slightly and let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Enjoy the sensation of your arms and hands relaxing. Now bring your awareness to your tongue. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. While your tongue is relaxed on your palate, pure and clear saliva may gather in your mouth. This is a delightful sign of cool energy ascending. Smile at your calm and clear spirit. Invite your awareness to return to your lower abdomen, your Qi energy field. This is called the Danjan and is located about 2 inches below your navel. Your Danjan is the power center for your breathing. Scan your entire body to see if there is any tension, especially in your face and head, neck, and shoulders. If your face or body begins to itch, simply note the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change position very slowly and quietly so that you maintain a calm stillness and honor the silent practice of those around you. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be disturbed by them. Do not react to your thoughts or pursue them. Recognize that they are just thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. Continue to bring your awareness back to your Danjan abiding breath. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. You will no longer feel any distinction between yourself and others, finding yourself free from the limits of time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, deeply aware of our ever calm, ever alert spirit. 영주 전지영기하신 정만사여회하신 도 전지여화동일체 아유정지동신정 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 전지영기하신 정만사여회하신 도 전지여화동일체 아유정지동신정.
Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws, O Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. May we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with the compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts.
Essential dharmas of daily practice. The mind is originally free from disturbance, but disturbances arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the equanimity of our true nature by letting go of disturbances. The mind is originally free from delusion, but delusions arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the wisdom of our true nature
precepts of our true nature by letting go of wrongdoings. Let us replace disbelief, greed, laziness, and ignorance with belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. Let us turn resentment into gratitude. Let us turn dependency into self-reliance. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. Let us turn reluctance to teach into willingness to teach well. Let us turn lack of public spirit into eagerness to serve the good of all.
Today, our dear Dharma friend Paige will share her Dharma talk titled Mind the Gap, Realigning Our Habits. Let us practice deep listening, and at the end of our Dharma talk, please leave your comments and takeaways in the live chat. Now, please welcome Paige.
Good morning. For those who I haven't met yet, my name is Paige Doster Grimes, and I'm a fellow member of the North Carolina Temple community. When the pandemic first prevented us from having regular in-person meditation at the Raleigh Temple, where I typically practice, I joined the online Thursday night Dharma study. I have learned so much from this group, and I look forward to seeing my Dharma buddies on Zoom every Thursday night, even as we've returned to the temple for our in-person meditation. One of the things that draws me to the practice of Won Buddhism is the invitation to contemplate both the vast, great questions of humanity and also the practicalities of our everyday lives. The latter has been on my mind recently, and how Master Sotaesan desired to help all people improve themselves, not just those people who can dedicate their entire lives to spiritual study. I hope to share some of that practical wisdom with you today. In chapter 39 of The Way of Humanity, the founding master said, "Everyone wants things that are beneficial, but does many more things that lead to harm. Everyone wants to be wealthy and noble, but does many more things that lead to poverty and degradation. Everyone wants to be praised, but does many more things that lead to ridicule. Often, what we wish is different from what we do. This is because people do not realize the root source of suffering and happiness, and because even if they do know it, they do not put it into practice. You must think deeply about the causes, discern clearly, and practice thoroughly, so that what you wish and what you do are never in contradiction. Then, all things will be achieved according to your wishes. This is a long passage, but it's summed up very well in the first sentence. Everyone wants things that are beneficial, but does many more things that lead to harm. Sotaesan elaborates by saying, we all wish to be wealthy, noble, and praised, but instead our actions more often lead to poverty, degradation, and ridicule. Upon first hearing this passage, I thought, this isn't applicable to me. Of course I wouldn't act in a way that leads to harm, poverty, ridicule, and suffering, and certainly not a majority of the time, as the passage suggests. But as I sat with these words and let my ego subside, I began to see myself reflected in this passage. Sotaesan is suggesting there is a gap between what we want to achieve and what we usually do. He says often what we wish is different from what we do. This I can relate to, can you? For one thing, I have wished to finish writing this Dharma Talk for several weeks, but there were many days when I could not get my body to sit and write. What I wished for in my mind and what I practiced with my body did not correspond. I also have a lot of bad habits that directly contradict wishes that I have for myself. Do you have any habits like this? In the interest of time, I will spare you a comprehensive list of my bad habits, but here are a few that you might also identify with. I wish to feel healthy and good in my body, but I often indulge my sweet tooth until my stomach aches. I wish to be well rested and sleep peacefully, but in bed at night, I scroll the news on my phone, even though I know this will make falling asleep pretty much impossible. I wish to have meaningful conversations and listen to others mindfully, but I am quick to fill any lull in a conversation, and worse yet, I may try to finish other people's thoughts if they speak slowly. These bad habits are easy to disregard, at least until the suffering they create becomes too much to ignore. Perhaps when my body feels sick or uncomfortable from too much cake, or a lack of sleep impacts my work, or my own need to speak prevents me from having meaningful conversations with a loved one. It is then when the gap between what my mind wishes and what my body does becomes too wide that I'm reminded I need to change my ways. If you see yourself reflected in what I just described, how can we heed Sotaesan's words and align what we wish and what we do? Bad habits are hard to break, but chapter 39 points us towards the answer. You must think deeply about the causes, discern clearly, and practice thoroughly, so that what you wish and what you do are never in contradiction. Thinking deeply, discerning clearly, and practicing thoroughly. This sounds a bit like the threefold practice to me. In the spirit of making today's talk as practical as possible, I will try to give you 2 very simple steps to put this practice into action. But first, a quick aside about children and our true nature. I often think about how aspects of our true nature, the state that Won Buddhism continually guides us towards, seems easier for children. A child's ability to be present and approach each moment with inquisitiveness, for example, is something that many adults struggle to achieve. Perhaps because of this inquisitiveness, children ask a lot of questions. Have you ever been asked a series of why questions by a young child? Why do I have to brush my teeth? Why is plaque bad? Why does it matter if I get a cavity if my tooth's gonna fall out anyways? By the way, why does the tooth fairy only give me $1, but my best friend gets $5? Many children are willing to keep on asking why until they get a satisfactory answer. Another favorite line of questioning is, then what? We're going to the park today. Then what? Then we'll be hungry, so we'll have a snack. Then what? It'll be hot outside. Maybe we'll watch a TV show. Then what? To adults, these questions may become a little tiresome, but I think they can help us with our bad habits. Master Sotae-san suggests that we must think deeply and discern clearly to realign our actions and our wishes. I think we can use the wisdom of an inquisitive child to do this. All we have to do is ask why, and then what? Let's take my bad habit of filling a silent moment in a conversation or finishing someone else's thoughts. I'll start by asking, why? Why do I do this? Probably because silence can be uncomfortable. But why is silence uncomfortable? Because it feels like wasted time, and I need to know what happens next. Why do I need to know what happens next? Because I want to feel in control of what's happening. You can see how asking why, again and again, as a child might do, aids us in thinking deeply about the root causes of our actions. I am quick to speak not because I always have something valuable to say, but because I want to feel in control of what is happening. Now I can see more clearly the root cause of my action. Similarly, asking, then what, can help us discern the cause and effect that arises from our actions. If I fill this pause in the conversation with my voice, then what? I might get out of this work meeting a little faster. Then what? Well, my colleague may not have an opportunity to express her ideas. She is often slower to respond because she thinks carefully before speaking, unlike me. Then what? We may not come to the best conclusion for the project that we're working on if everyone's not given the opportunity to contribute. I cannot predict exactly what effect my actions will have on others, but by asking then what, I can consider the possible impacts of my actions based on my prior experience. This questioning can help us discern more clearly the cause and effect of our actions. In my case, I see how my urge to speak quickly prevents others from being able to share and can result in poor outcomes. In chapter 39, Sotae-san illuminates the contradiction of our human tendencies when he says, everyone wants to do things that are beneficial, but does many more things that lead to harm. There are so many cases in which what one wishes in one's mind and what one practices with one's body do not correspond. Bad habits are just one manifestation of this gap between what our mind desires and what our body does. This gap can cause us a great deal of suffering, but there's hope. By thinking deeply about the causes of our actions, discerning clearly, and practicing thoroughly, we can reduce the gap between what we wish and what we do. And it doesn't have to be complicated. By asking why and then what with a patient, inquisitive mind, we can begin to heed Sotae-san's advice and become more deliberate with our future actions. It may be hard to break bad habits, I speak from experience, but it is easier once we have seen clearly the root source of our suffering and recognize the misalignment between our actions and our wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, Paige, for the wonderful Dharma talk. So practical, so honest, and I think, here, audience in the Dharma hall really were relating to what you're sharing. Thank you. And thank you all for your focused listening. Friends at home, you're welcome to share your thoughts in the live chat or pair up with the person sitting next to you. You're also welcome to sit for a few moments in silent reflection. And friends, in the Dharma Hall, you're now invited to pair up and share your thoughts and takeaways from today's Dharma Talk.
This morning, you may have noticed our slide about Amazon Smile. It's a program in which Amazon donates a small percentage of the purchases you make to a nonprofit of your choice. Recently, our temple registered, so now you can sign up too. It's very easy. The contents of both sites are the same, and you will still be able to use your Prime membership and any other perks linked to your Amazon account. Then, when you want to shop, simply go to Amazon Smile instead of Amazon. Each time you purchase something through Amazon Smile, our temple will receive a small donation from Amazon. So smile upon our temple and shop using Amazon Smile. Collectively, our little drops of water will create a big ocean. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to practicing with you next Sunday. Now, please join us as we mindfully transition to cleaning up meditation.
you.